Welcome to my channel, LionCoding in the Attic. Today we're looking at lesson 3, using transactions in MongoDB. This is part of Unit 12 on ACID transactions. So I've just watched a video giving us an example of how to use transactions in the shell. So they gave us the example of transferring money from one bank account to another. There was a start session method and a commit transaction method at the end. I guess we'll see all of this in practice. So we've got the start session here. Then once you've started the session, you need to start the transaction, then do the transaction. So here, oh no, sorry, here we need to create another variable with that is called account, which will get the database and get the right collection, and then commit the transaction. But before that, obviously, we need to perform the operation, which is updating something. Okay. In case we made a mistake and we want to abort the transaction, there is an aborting method which you would trigger in the middle of a transaction. So you've done your update one command here and you've decided that you don't want to go through with it, that's fine. You just need to hit the session.abort transaction method and then the transaction will be aborted. Interestingly, nothing will appear on the system, so you'll need to double check that it actually worked. Okay, let's launch the lab and try this in practice. Okay, creating a multi-document transaction. In this lab, you will use a multi-document transaction to insert a new savings account into the accounts collection from an existing customer and fund it with $100 from the checking account. The transaction has a maximum runtime of less than a minute. In other words, once you enter your first write operation, you only have 60 seconds to complete transaction. Commands are provided for you in this exercise to assist with meeting this deadline in the shell. Okay, so we'll have to be fairly quick then. Okay, so to make sure that I manage to do this within the 30-second deadline, I'll just click and run on the different commands. So the first one is to open a new session by creating a session variable that will store the session object with the following command that we saw on the video. So that will be the start session. Okay, so we've started a session. Then we'll need to start a transaction using the session variable here with the following command. So we'll run that. Okay, we started the transaction. And then we'll need to create the account that we asked for, and with reference to the accounts collection. So here we've got the get bank, the bank and the account. So we've got the right collection within the database. To insert the new account, it's all been done for us. So that's the savings account that we need to create, the balance of $100. Okay, we can see the acknowledgement here, and right, and to fund this account, we need the account ID that belongs to the same account holder, and we need to update this account with a balance within with a change in balance of $100. Okay, and at the end, we need to complete the transaction using the commit transaction to make sure that the link between the two things is stored together. And that's it. So just have to click on different things for this lab, but I guess we've got the gist of it. So if I go back, we first need to start a session within a database. And within the session, we need to start a transaction. within that transaction, we have to create our account variable with the right database and collection. And then we insert an account with this balance. And once we've done that, we need to update the other account with $100 that would be withdrawn from this account. And then at the end, we need to commit the transaction to make sure it's actually written. Okay, so in this activity, we'll create a multi-document transaction that adds 100 to the balance field the following account. Okay. Then we will deduct 5 from the balance field of the following account. Okay. We will abort the transaction before it is committed to roll back the change in the accounts balance. Okay. And we are reminded here that the session time is only, the transaction time is only 60 seconds. Okay. So again, we'll go on and start the session. Once the session is created, we'll start the transaction. An account will be created with reference to the accounts collection, an account variable. $100 will be added to the balance. So we'll just use the update method, the update one method. Once we've updated this account with 100 euros or dollars, we'll, no, it's not 100 actually. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. We'll decrease the account balance, the field of account with $5. Okay, hang on. I keep doing something. So for some reason, I don't manage to run the command. I keep getting this syntax error. But anyway, I thought it was because the const variable was not declared at the beginning. So I'm not quite sure. But I guess it's roughly the same idea that the lab that we've just done, except that at the end we've just used the abort transaction. So I'll see if I click, if I see and I'll look at the review code. Okay, what if I run this? No, it's still the same, doesn't want to work. Oh, start session worked. Oh, I see. Let's have a look at that. Let's try this. I've started a session, so perhaps I can do something now. It's a bit odd, but anyway, I think it's the same ideas that we saw before. Okay, let's say I've done this right. Okay. Okay, let's head over to the quiz. We are creating a transaction that does the following: insert a new savings account into the accounts collection of existing customer. We need to fund the new savings account with the $200 from the checking account, and the transactions look like this. So we do start the session, then start transaction, then create variable account to just get the database and collection, and we update with we insert an account, and to complete that would be commit transactions. It's like in GitHub when you commit things, I guess. Yes, okay. Select one of or more answer choices and then click see results, submit. Which of the following commands will output to the shell if they are successful? Oh, I thought there was nothing that was actually to be seen on the shell. Start transaction, no. Commit, so that would be commit, guess. Oh, yes. Oh, no, you're right. It's absolutely right. Yes, there was an actual message when you commit a transaction. You have the trusted time, signature, hash, etc. Okay, my bad on this one. All right. Good. So we're finished for this one. So thank you for following along. And that's the end of our 30-day challenge. We managed to go through all 30 days of coding and doing the introduction to MongoDB course. I'll do a short recap after this video, so stay tuned if you'd like to see it and see my progress throughout this journey. I'll see you soon for more videos.